Liverpool are still continuing to ride immense momentum. 10 straight games unbeaten. 18 straight games unbeaten at Anfield. But now it is time to leave what has been a wee bit of a homestand as the Reds will travel to Selhurst Park to play Crystal Palace. And, Liverpool is facing a Crystal Palace team that's kind of reeling a little bit. Haven't won their last three matches, lost their last two, and most recently a 3-1 defeat to Leicester City. So, some issues Alan Pardew has to work through as the manager. And the biggest difference, or one of the biggest differences at least, between Pardew and Klopp is Alan Pardew is not nearly as well equipped to handle the tough times the way Klopp does. I mean, you can see from the way things kind of fell apart with his time at Newcastle that he didn't have what it takes to really get it together when conflict arises. Nevertheless, Crystal Palace is not going to be a team that is going to be battling relegation this season because of the immense talent on their team. They brought in guys like Loic Remy on loan, Yohan Cabaye. They brought back Wilfried Zaha and signed Andros Townsend away from Spurs. However, I think practically any football fan can agree that the biggest storyline in this game, at least for one player, an individual player, is Christian Benteke facing his old side. And Benteke has enjoyed a pretty nice spell at Crystal Palace. A little bit of a slow start, but he's been in form as of late, scoring goals. And, Benteke is a class player. He's conducted himself like a professional on and off the pitch. It was difficult to see him go, but at the same time, it was completely understandable because he just simply did not fit Jurgen Klopp's high press system. Just not mobile enough of a striker. He's not a pacey player by any means. He is a strong player. He is a clinical finisher, a inside the box type goal scorer who loves scoring goals with his head. And that headiness could present massive challenges for the Liverpool defense. Of course, Liverpool's defense is still highly vulnerable when it comes to set pieces. And, Joel Matip is going to be counted on to stop Benteke, which is going to be no easy task. Benteke is going to be tremendously motivated to score in this game and to get it done for Palace. I'm sure there are still hard feelings over how things played out. But like I said before, there was just no place for a player of Benteke's style to really fit into the Liverpool squad. When you have guys like Divock Origi and Daniel Sturridge struggling to get in, what hope was there left for Benteke? So I'm happy to see him doing well at Palace, but obviously do not want to see him continue his success into Saturday. So, it's going to be a tough challenge for Liverpool, if nothing else, because Crystal Palace has been a thorn in Liverpool's side over the years. But, the Reds are clearly clicking. I mean, the attack has just been tremendous, both when it comes to setting up chances off the press, from counter-attacking, from build-up play. There's such a wide variety in which Liverpool can score goals. And I think it would be safe to say that Jurgen Klopp is going to make either 10 or 11 changes from the EFL Cup tie that Liverpool won over Tottenham on Tuesday. The question is really the only guy who I think could retain his place is Gini Wijnaldum. But in the center of the park, or at least the midfielders who will play behind the likes of Coutinho, Firmino, and Mane, Klopp has to pick 3 out of the 4. Jordan Henderson, Emre Can, Adam Lallana, who is a no-brainer, and Gini Wijnaldum. So, in all likelihood, it's going to be Gini Wijnaldum or Emre Can who ends up on the bench. And perhaps it comes down to Klopp's mentality. Can is more of a natural defender, while Wijnaldum offers more in the attack. So, it's a tough problem, but a problem that I'm sure Klopp loves to have. And hopefully he can keep Origi and Sturridge relatively settled as they will continue to vie for playing time. But Firmino cannot lose his place as the center forward with the current run of results. So you've got to expect a hard-fought match in this one. Crystal Palace, no matter it seems what type of form they're in, they bring their best for Liverpool. I certainly expect Palace to bring the goods in this one. And, it'll be a very, very hard-fought match. There'll be plenty of pace to contend with between Cabaye, Wilfried Zaha, Bakary Sacco. It helps that Yannick Bolasie is gone, without a doubt. But the Liverpool defense will certainly have its hands full. That being said, Coutinho has been an absolute magician as of late. Firmino and Mane are bang in form as well. So I'm going to take Liverpool to win this game by a 3-1 margin. So remember, Reds fans, you'll never walk alone.